I pointed and I was like, I'm in like the weirdest position that I think I can start. What's up guys, it's Eric with Grill Slingers, and today we're coming at you with an al pastor recipe that you can do on your smoker at home. Come on, let's go. Let's do it. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Smoked al pastor tacos. We're doing it now. Let's go. I'm done doing the intro. Let's do it. All right, so the first step in making al pastor is you have to make the marinade. That's kind of what makes al pastor have its flavor and its color. You know, typically you're having it on what's called a trompo. If you go into a taqueria, it's, you know, you get the big stick with the big thing of meat spinning around. And we're not doing that today because I don't have that equipment, but what we're gonna do is actually put this all in the smoker and then cut it off and make some tacos out of it. But let's go ahead and start with the marinade. So what we got here is we got a can of chipotles and adobo sauce. Chipotles are smoked jalapenos, and then it's placed in this sauce. It's got a ton of flavor. It's got a little heat in it. We also have achiote paste, which I'll be honest, I don't know what achiote is, but you know, this gives it its color. It's got some flavor in there. It's got like chili, salt, a little bit of lime, as well as, you know, this red color that really gives al pastor its you know, trademark look. So what we're gonna do is take out a small blender here. We are going to put about a quarter cup of vegetable oil in there. That's about good. We're gonna take some water as well. About another quarter cup. We're gonna take this whole package of achiote seasoning, which this can be kind of tough to find. I bought this at our local Mexican grocery store. Local Mexican grocer, and it kind of comes in a paste. So we're just going to kind of drop that whole thing in there. I'm going to put a glove on for this part. We're going to take out we are going to take a couple of these chilies. 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to do our best to try to get some of the canning sauce out of this as well. Throw some water in here. Oh, that's not a pleasant texture. There we go. So we got the canning sauce out of there. Put our top here. We want to blend this until it's smooth. So you left the consistency like that. That's about perfect for what we're looking for. So marinade's done. We're gonna salt the meat after we apply the marinade on. And the next thing that we're gonna need is our pork shoulder. Glove up, pork meat. All right, so we're using pork shoulder for this. You can use like pork tenderloin or any kind of other cut if you wanna go a little bit lean, but we are gonna use pork shoulder here because it's got the most fat. And the fat means flavor. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to cut this into small pieces, and then we're gonna actually tenderize it by just mashing it with the meat mallet. So wish me luck. If you wanted to just dice this up and throw it in the seasoning and then just kind of cook it on a griddle, that's totally fine as well. All right, so we've got our pork all divvied up. So now we're gonna take a mallet and we're gonna tenderize the ever-loving hell out of it. So the biggest thing that you're doing when you're tenderizing this is you're actually breaking down connective tissue. So there is any silver skin or any collagen that's in the cook. That's all gonna break down pretty quick because it's not holding together. It's also a lot of fun. And the thing you want to focus on when you're tenderizing this, when you hit the meat, don't just go straight down. You actually want to kind of hit and move the mallet towards the outside of the cut, and that will help it actually kind of flatten out. Where's my money? All right, so your next step is getting the meat inside a bag. You can use a Ziploc bag or you can do a vacuum seal. We need to let the meat marinate for a little bit. Marinade. So we're gonna throw salt on this afterwards before we put it on the grill. Drop it in the bag, which realistically you're gonna use about half of the one that we made. You can just save the rest for another time. Kind of massage it here so that everything gets evenly covered. If you're doing a Ziploc bag, keep it in there for about an hour in the fridge to let it marinate. The reason why the marinade time goes so fast is because we did tenderize it, so there's a lot of space for that marinade to get inside the meat, plus they're pretty thin cuts. We're gonna do the vacuum seal so that it goes a little faster, so it should take about 30 minutes. Into the fridge, 30 minutes, or an hour if you're in a bag. We'll catch up. All right, so our meat's been in the marinade for about 30 minutes. Our smoker is now up to temp at 250, so we are going to build our little mini trompo. Okay, so we're gonna take our first piece right here down. We kind of got to build a base a little bit. So every time we put down a piece of meat, we are going to hit it with some salt. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Second piece down. Get the salt. And I'm gonna take a bamboo skewer here. And we're gonna go cha right there. And we're gonna pierce it down. Alright. Hit it with some salt. And just keep doing this until you got all your meat there. Ready for the smoker. We want to cook this to where the center gets to 160 degrees. The outside will be charred, and that's exactly what we want. So we're gonna put this in, and we're gonna be checking temp probably every 20-30 minutes. It should take about an hour to cook. I will tell you what it actually takes to cook once it's done. Okay, so our pork's just about at temperature. So what we did is we went ahead and took all the individual pieces off the trompo. That way that each individual piece can finish. We got the crispy edges on the outside already. So we're gonna prep our pineapple. Just go ahead and cut the end off here. Cut off the top. And we're gonna remove the outside like this. Now typically with al pastor, they'll actually put the pineapple on top of the trompo. We would have done that, but since we're not actually cooking it directly with heat where that juice is gonna come down, we're gonna grill this and then chop it up and add it to our taco. All right, we're gonna go ahead and cut it into rounds. You might be asking yourself,
why aren't you pulling out the core?
We're gonna do that after. It's easier to grill it when it's all in one piece. Jeff, did you know that pineapple is the only fruit that eats you back? It's true. It's gonna go directly on the grill for just a few minutes. We're not trying to smoke the pineapple, we're just gonna put it over the heat source in our grill. If you're on an offset, put it as close to the firebox as possible. If you're on a pellet grill, put it right over the firebox. All right, so we got our pastor pork off the grill. We got our grilled pineapple. I have got some white onion, some cilantro, and some limes. Also got tortillas ready to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and start chopping meat, pineapple prep, and we'll build our taco. Hell yeah! It's always got a reason. So meat's chopped, plus our pineapple. Remove the core. Okay, so we're gonna chop up our pineapple. I'm gonna build the taco because I'm hungry. All right, so tortilla, met, piña, cebolla, cilantro, y limón. Okay, here we go. Here's the old taste tester. Cheers. I am not admittedly the hugest fan of pineapple, but I can see why traditionally these two go together. This really deep, rich, you know, almost smoky flavor, and obviously we smoked it, so we're enhancing that as well. But the grilled pineapple, because you get that caramelization, it really cuts through the richness of the meat, and then everything else going with it. This is perfect. Yeah, maybe need a little salsa, but that's up to you. You can put whatever you want in it. I'm just gonna eat it. Try this recipe at home. You know, if you like it, drop us a comment. You can follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. You know, like and subscribe, the whole shebang. And happy Cinco de Mayo. Cheers.